Can you hear me? I have some network issues, I suppose. I'm having so many disturbances here. Everyone can hear me now better? Okay, okay, I will share the screen. Let us see what happens again. Because since last 10 minutes I'm trying to connect, but I have some problems with network. I think this has to be better now. Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Okay, nice. You can see screen also. Hmm? Okay, so last time we were discussing about the alcohol poison. Alcohol poison. Alcohol comes under the group inebriant poisons. It comes under the group inebriant poisons. Now all the inebriant poison pass through the poisoning passes through the three stages: stage of excitement and stage of narcosis. So the examples of inebriant poisons are anesthetics, sedatives and hypnotics, fuels and insecticides that we have seen last time. Then we'll see in detail about remaining part of alcohol poisoning. So any intoxicating drink is called as alcohol. Out of them, methyl and ethyl alcohol are more important. And when we use the term alcohol, that is always ethyl alcohol. So we have seen the physical properties of ethyl alcohol, that is it is transparent, colorless, volatile. When it is left open in the air, it immediately uh, it is volatile, so it will disappear. And it is having characteristic spirituous odor with burning taste. It is obtained by enzymatic fermentation of sugars or carbohydrate, and raw material is mainly cereals, corn, so many fruits, jaggery, molasses and all. Now we have seen the absorption. Absorption, it is rapidly absorbed. Alcohol is rapidly absorbed from gastrointestinal tract mucosa as well as from the alveoli, and its absorption from gastrointestinal tract, it depends upon concentration of alcohol. So whether it is beer, whether it is whiskey, whether it is rum, like that. So what is the concentration of the ethyl alcohol that is present in the preparation? Then food in the stomach, if it has been taken at empty stomach, its action will be rapid. Condition of the stomach like gastritis and all, it will also alter the rate of absorption. Rate of drinking that we have seen, around uh, 30 ml or 1 ounce of whiskey will be metabolized within 1 hour. Will be metabolized within 1 hour, and if it is taken with faster rate than this, the poisoning will occur. Also weight of the person, tolerance, whether the person is continuously taking the alcohol or has first time taken the alcohol, it will also decide the uh, severity of the poisoning. Then how the poisoning occurs? It mainly affects the central nervous system, that is depression of the central nervous system extending from cortex to medulla. So it depresses the higher centers which control the main functions of judgment and behavior. That will be in stage of excitement. So first stage will be the stage of excitement, then motor centers will be paralyzed causing stage of incoordination, and lastly vital centers in the medulla will get paralyzed causing stage of narcosis. Now we have completed this much acute poisoning. I think no. This one acute poisoning we have completed. So consumption of any preparation of alcohol either in small doses or in one big dose. If small doses are taken at short interval, the blood alcohol level will rise and will cause poisoning, or one big dose. So symptoms are variable and they are due to depression of the central nervous system. Symptoms will be rapid in case of mentally or this thing I think we have finished. Mentally or physically fatigue, epileptics, the person who is having head injury, they all will show rapid action, or poisoning effects will be more severe. So stage of excitement. So poisoning passes through the three stages: stage of excitement, stage of incoordination, and stage of uh, narcosis. So we'll see in detail about the stage of excitement. So if any person has consumed alcohol in the beginning because of depression of the higher centers which control the mainly these centers. Importantly, those higher centers they will be depressed, because of which the patient will have stage of excitement. So because of inhibition of the higher centers, it will cause feeling of well-being and pleasure with altered behavior. पेशंटला छान वाटतं अगदी असं ढगात असल्यासारखं, that is feeling of well-being and pleasure feeling. Then there will be shyness, well conversation, म्हणजे जरी आता थोडी थोडी चढायला सुरुवात झाली असली, then also will be able to speak properly, will laugh or become angry easily. छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टीवर सुद्धा तो खूप जास्त हसेल, किंवा छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टींवर सुद्धा त्याला पटकन राग येईल. म्हणजे आता हळूहळू एक दोन पेक झाल्यानंतर when that person will get the influence of alcohol because of stimulation of the or inhibition of the higher centers, his mental or intellectual functions will be lost, will be disturbed. That's why he will laugh और become angry easily. छोटी छोटी चीज़ों पे उसे गुस्सा आएगा, अचानक से वो झगड़ा करने उठेगा. That is because of the excitement. And may behave in obscene manner or talk in vulgar manner. So गाली गाली वगैरह देना start करेगा. So patient will start behaving in obscene manner or talk in vulgar manner. मग आता हळूहळू चढायला लागल्यानंतर शिवाय द्यायला सुरुवात करेल, काहीतरी असे वाईट शब्द वापरेल. Then face will be flushed. Face are flushed. Conjunctiva will become red. Pupils will be dilated and pulse rate will be high because excitement. That person is in a state of excitement. So face will be flushed. आप किसी दारू पिए हुए आदमी का चेहरा सामने लाओगे, अभी चढ़ना स्टार्ट हुई उसको, सो फेस विल बी फ्लश्ड, आईज विल बिकम रेड, pupils will be dilated and pulse rate is high. Then in this condition blood alcohol level is 0. Now these levels are very important. Blood alcohol level is around 0.5 to 0.1%, what we call it as 50 to 100 milligram percent. So alcohol percentage of alcohol in the blood will be 15 to 100 milligram percent. In this stage some people maintain remarkable degree of mental clarity. म्हणजे एवढी त्याला दारूचा इफेक्ट येऊन सुद्धा that person will have a good mental clarity. म्हणजे तो he will be very sharp in his thinking, behavior and all. He will be sharp when the blood alcohol level is below 100 milligram. Concentration below 50 milligram percent is without any effect. But if the concentration is more than, now this is very important, legally this thing is very important. If the concentration of alcohol in the blood, if the concentration of alcohol in the blood is more than 50, the person is not fit to drive a vehicle. मतलब समझो किसी आदमी को गाड़ी रास्ते पे रोक के पुलिस ने इन्वेस्टिगेट किया, वो ब्लोअर रहता है मालूम है ना, उसमें वो ब्लो करने के लिए बोलते हैं, दैट विल गिव यू गुड आइडिया अबाउट परसेंटेज ऑफ अल्कोहल इन द blood. So if the blood alcohol level is more than 50, that person can be arrested. तो उसे पुलिस पकड़ के लेके जाएगी, उसका मेडिकल एग्जामिनेशन करेगी, और उसको ड्रिंक करके उसने अगर ड्राइविंग किया है, so that person can be arrested, and accordingly the different IPCs can be used against him. So concentration has to be below 50. If the concentration of alcohol in the blood is more than 50, that is 50 milligram percent, the person is not fit to drive a vehicle. So this is the stage of excitement. So this stage of excitement, the person will have shyness, well conversation, will talk nicely, will laugh or become angry easily on trivial manner, trivial things. Face is flushed, conjunctiva are red, and the concentration has to be below 50 if any person wants to drive. Then if he keeps on drinking, if he goes on consuming the alcohol, now we'll go into stage of incoordination, because his concentration of alcohol in the blood, concentration of alcohol in the blood will go on increasing, and the person will go into stage of incoordination, where there will be incoordination of not only action but also thoughts. So incoordination of thought, incoordination of speech, and incoordination in action also. So वो ठीक से सोच नहीं पाएगा, ठीक से बोल नहीं पाएगा, व्हाट वी कॉल स्टैगरिंग स्पीच, स्पीच विल बी मतलब जबान लड़खड़ानी स्टार्ट हो जाएगी. सो इन कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ थॉट्स, इन कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ स्पीच, एंड इन कोऑर्डिनेशन ऑफ एक्शन. So this will be the stage of confusion. This is the stage of confusion, and the memory for recent events is impaired. अभी सुबह क्या किया था, दोपहर में क्या किया था, वो भी उसे याद नहीं रहेगा. So memory for the recent events is impaired. Speech is slurred and incoherent. Speech is slurred and incoherent. And the patient will have staggering gait. What is the staggering gait? वो सीधा एक लाइन पे चल नहीं पाएगा. That is staggering gait. स्किल्ड मोमेंट्स आर डिफिकल्ट. स्किल्ड मोमेंट्स आर डिफिकल्ट. तो अभी वो समझो बॉटल से ग्लास में वो ड्रिंक डालने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो वो नीचे गिरेगा, खाने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो हाथ से चीज़ें गिरेगी. सो स्किल्ड मूवमेंट्स विल बिकम डिफिकल्ट. Reaction time will be increased, and vision is blurred. Even there can be double vision, and pupils will be dilated, and in this stage that person will have nausea, vomiting, hiccups, and untidy appearance. मग त्याला कपड्यांची शुद्ध नसेल, कपडे कसे तरी वेडेवाकडे, केस कशी तरी वेडेवाकडी. So that is untidy in appearance. Now he will look like, that person will look like अ ड्रंकार्ड. या स्टेजमध्ये आता तो ड्रंकार्ड, दारू पिलेल्या माणसासारखा दिसेल तो. सो दॅट इज बिकॉज ऑफ अनटाइडी अपीयरन्स. then in this condition the blood alcohol level is more than 100 to 300 milligram percent. During this stage, second stage of incoordination, blood alcohol level will be 100 to 300 milligram percent, and this stage is medico legally very important, because offenses are committed during this stage. सुरुवातीची पहिली जी स्टेज असते, स्टेज ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट, त्याला कळत असतं सगळं, समोरचा काय बोलतोय, आपण काय बोलतोय, बऱ्यापैकी तो अलर्ट असतो मेंटली, इंटेलेक्च्युअली. दॅट्स वाय याच्यामध्ये शक्यतो काही होत नाही. बट ड्युरिंग दिस सेकंड स्टेज ऑफ इन कोऑर्डिनेशन, नाव बिकॉज ऑफ दोज डिस्टर्ब्ड हायर सेंटर फंक्शन्स, याच्यामध्ये तो अचानक, आता आपण पाहिलं त्याला छोट्या मोठ्या गोष्टींनी राग येतो, चिडतो, शिव्या देतो. तर ह्या गोष्टीमध्ये जर काही भांडण झालं तर ऑफेन्सेस आर कमिटेड, म्हणजे एखाद्यावर हल्ला करणे, मारणे, काहीतरी मारामारी होणे. सो ऑफेन्सेस आर कमिटेड, म्हणजे गुन्हे शक्यतो अल्कोहोलच्या या स्टेजमध्ये, अल्कोहोलच्या इफेक्टमध्ये ह्या स्टेजमध्येच जास्त गुन्हे घडतात. सो मेडिको लिगली दिस स्टेज इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट, बिकॉज मेनी ऑफ द ऑफेन्सेस आर कमिटेड ड्युरिंग दिस स्टेज ऑफ incoordination. So blood alcohol level is around below 300 milligram percent. Can you hear me? Again, I had lost the network. I don't know what is happening. Okay, you can see my screen. You can see my screen. I have shared the screen. I have shared the screen. You can hear me. You can hear me. Then why not? Then why not screen? Mm, Once again, I have shared the screen. Can you see the screen now? Array, I have shared the screen. Okay, I start my video. Now, can you see me on the screen? Array, I have stopped sharing the screen. Like, I have started my video. Can you see me? I have good network also. No problem with network. I can hear you all properly. I can see. Now? Okay, okay. Yes, I will continue. Okay, so stage of incoordination we have seen. There will be incoordination of the thoughts. Patient will not be able to think properly. There will be incoordination of the speech. Patient will not be able to speak what he wants to speak, and incoordination in the action. So, pouring the alcohol in the glass, or eating, or sharing something, it will cause spoiling. मतलब उसके हाथ से बहुत सारी चीजें गिरेगी. So, because of incoordination of the action. Stage of confusion, and this is the important stage during which many offenses are committed. Blood alcohol level is around 100 to 300. Again, I repeat, blood alcohol level is below 100 milligram percent in stage of excitement, and in stage of incoordination it is between 100, more than 100 to 300 milligram percent. Now, third important stage comes, that is stage of narcosis. It is also called as stage of coma, where now person will go into deep sleep. So blood alcohol level is more than 300 milligram percent, या 300 milligram percent से ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. पेशेंट विल गो टू डीप स्लीप एंड रिस्पॉन्ड ओनली टू द स्ट्रॉन्ग स्टिमुलस, जोर से उसे चिमटा निकाला या पेनफुल स्टिमुलस दिया तो ही वो कुछ तो रिस्पॉन्ड करेगा, और विल सिर्फ आवाज़ देने पे, जोर से उसे हिलाने पे वो नहीं उठेगा. सो पेशेंट विल गो टू डीप स्लीप and respond only to the strong stimulus. There will be dryness of the mouth. Sometimes in some patient there can be excessive salivation, but generally there is dryness of the mouth. Pulse rate is very high. Pulse will be rapid. Body temperature will be slightly lower and pupils are constricted. I think we have heard this term Macevan sign. Hmm? So Macevan sign we have seen while discussing the differential diagnosis of opium poisoning. So Macevan sign is characteristic of alcohol poisoning. I tell you how it is elicited. Macevan sign: if the person is in deep sleep, if the person is in deep sleep, what we call it a stage of coma, during the stage of narcosis of alcohol poisoning, पेशेंट को तुम्हें जोर से चिमटी लेनी है, तो जोर से उसे पेनफुल स्टिमुलस देना है. अगर जोर से तुमने उसे चिमटी निकाली या पेनफुल स्टिमुलस दिया तो the pupils will dilate. The pupils will dilate and again they will come back to the constriction slowly. That is Macevan sign seen only in alcohol poisoning. Well, that is correct. It is asked as a 2-mark question. So many times it has been asked as a 2-mark question. So Macevan sign is when you will pinch the person who is under the influence of alcohol in third stage, that is stage of narcosis. So the person is in a stage of coma, patient is in a deep sleep. If you pinch him firmly, मानेला कानाला वगैरे असा जोरात चिमटा घेतला, the pupils will dilate. The pupils will dilate and they will again go back to their normal constriction. They will again constrict after some time slowly. That is Macevan sign. There can be nystagmus. What is by nystagmus? Anyone? What is nystagmus? Anyone? You know the meaning? Have you heard this term before this? What is nystagmus? Yes, involuntary horizontal involuntary eye movement. So even the patient is trying to stare at something, सामने देखने की कोशिश कर रहा है तो भी उसकी वो आंखें ऐसे हिलती हुई दिखेंगी. So that is nystagmus. There will be uncontrolled or involuntary lateral movement of the eyeball or eyes, that is nystagmus. If this stage lasts for more than 12 hours, ऐसे unconscious condition में और comatose condition में, if this condition lasts for more than 12 hours, the death will occur from paralysis of cardiac and respiratory centers. The death will occur from paralysis of cardiac and respiratory centers. एंड डेथ फ्रॉम एक्यूट अल्कोहलिज्म इज वेरी रेयर. ऐसा कोई होगा नहीं कि बहुत ज़्यादा दारू पीने की वजह से कोई मर गया. दैट इज़ वेरी रेयर. एंड रिकवरी विथ एक्यूट डिप्रेशन, मतलब समझो रात को बहुत ज़्यादा दारू पी के सो गया, दूसरे दिन या मे बी 24 घंटे बाद या 36 घंटे बाद अगर वो उठता भी है, सो द रिकवरी विल ऑकर विथ एक्यूट डिप्रेशन. वो डिप्रेशन में जाएगा बिकॉज ऑफ सप्रेशन ऑफ द हायर सेंटर्स. Then gastrointestinal irritation. Gastrointestinal irritation like severe burning pain in the abdomen, bloated feeling in the abdomen, anorexia, and even vomiting, and headache. Headache is because of cerebral edema. तो अल्कोहल पॉइजनिंग की वजह से the person will get cerebral edema, जिसकी वजह से उसे सुबह उठने पे बहुत ज़्यादा हेडेक होगा. What we call it as hangover effect. Hangover effect. So recovery with acute depression, gastrointestinal irritation like nausea, vomiting, burning pain, fullness, bloated feeling, and anorexia. All these things will be present. Headache, that is hangover effect, and that is because of cerebral edema. And one more thing is Saturday night palsy. तो व्हाट इज सैटरडे नाइट पल्सी? समझो अभी तुम लोगों को भी पता है, बहुत सारे लेबर लोग जो है, लेबर लोग या उनका सैलरी कब होता है? सैटरडे को. सैटरडे को उनको हफ्ते भर की पगार मिलती है, रविवार को छुट्टी रहती है. तो ऐसे बहुत सारी कंपनीज है, बहुत सारे प्रायव्हेट सेक्टर्स आहे ज्या वीकली सॅलरी दी जाते आहे. आपल्याकडे सुद्धा शेतात काम करणारे किंवा लेबर वर्कर जे आहेत त्यांना शनिवारी पगार दिला जातो. तर मग काय होतं, शनिवारी यांना पगार मिळाला की हे पगाराच्या ठिकाणी, कामाच्या ठिकाणावरून घरी जातानाच भरपूर दारू पिऊन जातात. दारू पिऊन जातात आणि रात्री कुठेतरी रस्त्याच्या कडेला पडतात, दारू पिऊन कुठेतरी पडतात. आणि काय होतं, ते एकाच कुशीवर रात्रभर पडून राहतात, कुठेतरी ओल्यात, गटारात, पाण्यात, ओल्यात. एकाच बाजूला थंड, खालून थंड जमीन असेल, रस्त्याच्या कडेला वगैरे कुठेतरी दारू पिऊन पडलेत. आणि मग काय होतं, ते ज्या कुशीवर झोपलेले आहेत, ज्या हातावर, ज्या बाजूवर झोपलेले आहेत, ती बाजू त्या खालच्या थंड जमिनीमुळे किंवा ओलाव्यामुळे पॅरलाइज होऊन जाते. And that leads to paralysis. That is called, name has been given is Saturday night palsy. So because of drinking the alcohol on Saturday evening after getting the salary, that person develops paralysis of that part of the body on which he is lying on the cold surface or exposure to the cold nights and all, and will develop the paralysis of that side. That is called a Saturday night palsy. You just remember this thing. Now see the fatal dose. Again, very important. Fatal dose depends upon age, habit and strength of the liquor. म्हणजे तो नेहमीचा अट्टल पिणारा आहे, रेग्युलरली पिणारा आहे की कधीतरी पिलाय, त्याच्यावर फॅटल द डोस विल डिपेंड. एखादा कधीच न पिणारा पहिल्यांदाच घेतली असेल, इवन द स्मॉल डोस कॅन अफेक्ट डेलिटेरियसली. आणि जर एखादा क्रॉनिक ड्रिंकर असेल, त्याला किती 2 क्वार्टर 3 क्वार्टर पिलं तरी काहीच होणार नाही. सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द एज, हॅबिट ऑफ द पर्सन अँड स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द लिकर. म्हणजे ती बियर आहे की विस्की आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये किती प्रमाणात अल्कोहोल प्रेझेंट आहे. दॅट इज स्ट्रेंथ ऑफ द लिकर विल ऑल्सो बी इम्पॉर्टंट. when the alcohol in the blood is more than 400 to 500 milligram percent. 400 ते 500च्या वर गेलं. आपण आता स्टेजेस पाहिलं ना. फर्स्ट स्टेज वेअर द अल्कोहोल पर्सेंटेज इज बिलो 100 मिलीग्राम पर्सेंट, इट इज स्टेज ऑफ एक्साइटमेंट, ज्याच्यामध्ये एक्साइटमेंट होते. इन स्टेज ऑफ इनकॉर्डिनेशन इट इज अराउंड 100 to 300 milligram and stage of narcosis. In stage of narcosis it goes beyond 300. It goes beyond 300, and when the alcohol percentage goes beyond 400, 400च्या वर गेलं, it can cause death. And if the person becomes unconscious for long period, 24 तासापेक्षा जास्त वेळ जो बेशुद्ध अवस्थेत राहिला, it will cause irreversible hypoxic brain damage. So oxygen supply to the brain will be reduced. Oxygen supply to the brain will be reduced, and the brain is the first organ to be affected by hypoxia or anoxia. So because of prolonged hypoxia to the brain, there will be irreversible damage to the brain. Fatal period is around 12 to 24 hours. We have seen, and death by acute alcohol poison is not so common. अगदी कधीतरी रेअरली होतं की अल्कोहोल पॉइझनिंगमुळे एखादा माणूस मेलाय. सो fatal period is around 12 to 24 hours, and death can be delayed for 5 to 6 days depending upon the different complications that are taking place in the body. So causes of death in case of alcohol poisoning. First is depression of the respiratory center. That is, we have seen all the higher centers are getting depressed. So if the respiratory center is depressed, patient will have difficulty in breathing, or the breathing will be stopped, and patient will die by respiratory center. Then alcohol combined with the other CNS depressant, what we call it as, what is the term for that? I have told you so many times, synergism. Synergism. If the alcohol has been taken with other CNS depressants like barbiturates or morphine, जे झोपेच्या गोळीबरोबर जर अल्कोहोल घेतलं तर इट कॅन कॉज सिरियस और लाइफ थ्रेटनिंग कॉम्प्लिकेशन, व्हाट वी कॉल इट एज. Okay, I will continue. So the death will occur by, let me see whether I have unmute myself. You can hear me? Okay. Yes, I am unmute. Okay, I will continue. So death will occur by Death will occur by respiratory center. Then alcohol combined with other poisonous substances like barbiturates, morphine and all, they will cause synergism. And if the patient is having some comorbidity like heart disease or lung disease, अगर patient को lung disease है, heart disease है, the effect of the alcohol will be worsen. Fatty degeneration of the liver. So this is again very common cause, because whatever the alcohol that has been consumed, whatever the alcohol that has been swallowed will be carried to the लीवर फॉर डिटॉक्सिफिकेशन. सो वो डिटॉक्सिकेशन की प्रोसेस की वक्त लीवर विल बी सीवियरली डैमेज एंड इट विल कॉज फैटी डिजनरेशन ऑफ द लीवर. Then acute hemorrhagic inflammation of pancreas. Now, in chronic alcoholics may be pancreas are severely damaged. So patient will get recurrent attacks of acute pancreatitis and all. So pancreatitis की complication की वजह से भी the person will die. Then irreversible brain or liver damage. Brain damage is because of hypoxia. बहुत ज़्यादा देर तक अगर person unconscious रहता है, so there can be cerebral anoxia and also liver damage. Then toxic substances present in cheap alcohol preparation. Now this is you might have read so many times in the newspaper and all. विषारी दारू प्याल्यामुळे 10 जणांचा मृत्यू, 50 जणांचा मृत्यू. So what happens in this poisonous or cheap alcohol preparation? हे विषारी दारूचे काय प्रकरण असतात, तर दारू तयार करताना त्याच्यामध्ये बरंच काय 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 टाकलं जातं की त्याचा जास्त इफेक्ट यावे, जास्त नशा चढावी, याच्यासाठी त्याच्यामध्ये बरेच काय काय which are not approved by government or which are not approved by authorities, असे काही सबस्टन्सेस त्याच्यामध्ये टाकले जातात. ज्या देशी दारू, गावठी दारू ज्या असतात, हातभट्टीवर वगैरे बनवल्या जाणाऱ्या, त्याच्यामध्ये अशा बऱ्याच काही काही गोष्टी टाकलेल्या असतात की ज्याच्यामुळे पॉइझनिंग होते. सो टॉक्सिक सबस्टन्सेस प्रेझेंट इन द cheap alcoholic preparations is again very important cause for death in by alcohol poisoning. Then bleeding from minor trauma. आता आपण पाहिलं पेशंटला सरळ एका रेषेत चालता येत नाही किंवा गाडी चालवता येत नाही, मग अल्कोहोलमुळे नाही मरत तो, काहीतरी ऍक्सिडेंट होऊन मरतो. म्हणजे रस्त्याने चालताना कुठेतरी धडकतो, गाडीला जाऊन धडकतो किंवा सिंपल पडला तो रस्त्याने चालताना, तोल जाऊन कुठेतरी पडला, दगडावर डोकं आपटलं. सो दिस minor trauma will also cause profuse bleeding, because in case of alcoholics, peripheral circulation or that bleeding is very common. Peripheral circulation वाढल्यामुळे थोडासा जरी ट्रॉमा झाला त्याला तरी पण ही विल ब्लीड प्रोफ्युजली. थोडंसं जरी डोकं आपटलं तरी त्याच्या ब्रेनमध्ये ब्लिडिंग होऊ शकतं, व्हॉट वी कॉल इंट्राक्रेनियल हिमरेज. सो ब्लिडिंग कॅन ऑकर from minor trauma, and that person can go into complications and can die because of the bleeding. Then because of falling, exposure to heat or cold, then overdose of drug, नशेमध्ये काहीतरी गोळ्या जास्त प्रमाणात खाल्ल्या, फायर, म्हणजे आता दारूच्या नशेमध्ये कुठेतरी जाताना काहीतरी पडला कुठेतरी आगीमध्ये वगैरे, किंवा कुठेतरी आग लागली त्याच्या हातून, काही होऊ शकतं ना दारूच्या नशेमध्ये. सो आयदर बिकॉज ऑफ फॉलिंग, मायनर ट्रॉमा विल कॉज ब्लिडिंग, exposure to heat or cold, overdose of drugs under the influence of alcohol, then exposure to fire or large bolus swallowing of the large bolus of the food, what we call it as cafe coronary. Cafe coronary is a type of choking in which under the influence of alcohol the short parrot will be paralyzed, so food particle or even drink can go into the respiratory tract, the larynx will undergo protective spasm and person will die on the spot because of that condition called as cafe coronary. And drowning, म्हणजे दारूच्या नशेमध्ये पोहायला गेला कुठेतरी टँक मध्ये वगैरे, he can undergo drowning and can die by the drowning under the influence of alcohol. So this is about the causes of death, different causes of death by alcohol. So depression of the respiratory center, alcohol combined with the other poisonous substances, even in the sublethal dose, what we call it as synergism. Then pathological changes in the liver like fatty degeneration, acute hemorrhagic pancreatitis, irreversible brain or liver damage, toxic substances present in the cheap alcoholic preparations, and minute or minor trauma can also cause heavy bleeding and falling from height or exposure to the heat or cold, drowning or cafe coronary. All these are the different ways by which person can die after alcohol consumption. Okay, then we'll stop here. Tomorrow we will see treatment part, treatment and medical aspect. Treatment, chronic alcoholism is remaining. Chronic alcoholism and medical aspect that we'll see in detail. Chronic alcoholism is also very important. Ask as a 5 mark short note. Okay, then today we'll stop here. Okay, I will end the meeting for all. Okay, see you. कळते का? कळते ना सगळ्यांना काय चाललंय? ओके, अगेन गो थ्रू द नोट्स. लेक्चर झाल्यानंतर परत एकदा नोट्स वाचा. आता हे जे पीपीटी आहेत, एकदा वाचा परत एकदा. काय अडचण आली, काही कळलं नाही तर उद्याच्या लेक्चरमध्ये मला विचारा. पण वाचा, एकदा वाचा म्हणजे आज शिकवलेले लगेच तुम्हाला रिफ्रेश करता येईल आणि कळेल. म्हणजे आज जे काय कालच्या आणि परवाच्या आणि आजच्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण जे काही डिस्कस केले ते कळेल चांगलं तुम्हाला. नोट्स एकदा वाचा लेक्चर संपल्यानंतर. आणि एनी डिफिकल्टी यू कॅन आस्क मी ॲट एनी टाइम. Okay then, bye, bye everyone. Yes, yes. हां, म्हणजे ज्यांची विंटरला रेग्युलर एक्झाम आहे ते आणि मे मधली जी एक्झाम तुमची राहिलेली आहे ना समरची, तिचा काय पेपर पॅटर्न आहे ते माहीत नाही मला. तो कदाचित जुनाच असेल कारण तुमचा असा सडनली चेंज केला जाणार नाही. तुम्हाला कदाचित जुन्या पॅटर्नच द्यायला लागेल. विंटरपासून मात्र नक्की, विंटरपासून मात्र नक्की 100% विंटरपासून तुमचा